My name is Levi McAllister. I'm from Albuquerque, New Mexico.
My name's Bree McAllister. I have always been a writer. In elementary school, if we would have journaling times or whatever, I'd just fill out pages and pages.
I started writing when I was 12 or so. The first poem I wrote was about San Francisco. My mom has it framed on her wall, so that's really great. I think it's in her bathroom. Now I speak in front of people and perform them. My dad was a missionary. My dad pastored at various churches, things like that. Super awesome dude. Loved my mom and us.
I guess I don't even know exactly when it began, but I think near the end of middle school, beginning of high school for me. He'd always struggled with depression and anxiety.
It's combined with things that I don't know how to say and things that doctors weren't able to pinpoint. When my dad told me all that stuff, he started weeping. The first couple of times my dad disappeared, he had threatened suicide and had been scary, but we found him, he told us where he was, and I just wondered, I don't think that he was determined to die. I've wondered multiple times if those were more like calls for help, like, God, I'm really serious about this. I'm not going to be able to stand this much longer.
And then one day, he left again in the middle of the night.
I got a phone call from my sister saying, Levi, Dad is gone. He left. He took Mom's car and he parked it in Albuquerque. They live about 30 minutes outside of Albuquerque, and she said, Dad called. He called Mom and he said, Jody, I love you. I love the kids. I hope that I see you again. But I can't die at home with dignity, and I need to go away for a while. So I'm taking a bus, and I'll try to call you in a couple of days. We didn't hear from him for about 3 weeks until we got a phone call from the detective that had said that day he went essentially across the street and killed himself in this hotel.
I still don't fully understand, and I don't think really that I ever will. If you don't use it, if you don't talk about it or make anything of it, then it's just it really is useless. But having people that were willing to go there, even if it kind of made them a little uncomfortable or they didn't really know what to say, sometimes you don't need somebody to tell you anything. You just need someone to sit there and listen and agree that it sucks. And we definitely, I feel, had those people.
So many people came together and loved my family. It was unreal. The love of God and the grace of God are not contingent on a sweet or bitter providence. And man, those words ring so true to me. And Gage asked me about doing this song to speak of wolves.
My name is Gage Spees, and I'm from Albuquerque, New Mexico, and I sing for To Speak of Wolves. I couldn't sleep one night. I remember calling Bree. I was laying in bed. It had to be 2 or 3 in the morning. I called her and I was just like, hey, I want to write a song about your dad. And she was like, okay, yeah, you were there, you saw it all, you can do that. And then I called Levi and I asked him the same thing, and he said I could. He's like, yeah, dude, that would be great.
When we gave Gage the go-ahead to go with this song, I talked to my mom about it for a long time because I read some of Gage's lyrics and I love them, and I think Gage is one of my favorite lyricists, and I really mean that regardless of whether I know him or not. I think he's a genius, but I didn't want my dad to be portrayed in a way that he was just this selfish asshole that gave up on his family, because that's not the way my family views it.
But I'd go and I'd write for hours. I spent so much time on those lyrics, so much. It's not my story. It's just my view. Levi is my brother, and she's Bree's like my sister. I'd do anything for him, and I want it to be good.
I'm both astounded by and love the way that we can communicate things and we can relate to them. via music and writing and painting and dancing and whatever. Like, it's beautiful. It's pretty amazing. I think even in Bree's lyrics, I get to hear things that I would never have heard before if she wasn't able to be, a part of the song and write it down and spend some time pouring her heart into those stanzas. So, yeah, I like it a lot.
Going through crappy situations gives us an open door for other people who have gone through or are going through crappy situations to be able to speak into their lives. And so, I mean, if this thing were to have happened and we didn't do anything with it and we just decided not to talk about it or to reach out or just even be available, it would be a complete waste.
It doesn't mean, like, when I talk about all of it and the joy and things, that doesn't mean that it's not still hard. It is not, I just don't think it's just gonna go away. But joy is a whole lot different than happiness. I want that gratefulness. I want the grace that I've been given. I want the grace that my family has been given to overflow.